that.
Woo! Good God Almighty!
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bubble for Bassin, and today we have a specific knot that I want to share with y'all. It's called the San Diego Jam Knot. I learned this probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I used to use that stupid clinch knot or the fisherman's knot, you know, where you go through and then you twist it, come through and then go back up to the top or whatever. And it would always break on me, and I just did some research and I found a better knot. Not a lot of people know about this knot, but before we get into the knot part of the video, I want to drop a little news real quick. So the Venom stuff has not got here yet. Once again, just check for the community board, and once it shows up, it'll be on the community board when I post it. And then shortly after that, there'll be a video. But the news is that me and Shinbone are about to redo the whole boat, the deck, the electronics, the electrical, the plumbing, the live wells, the battery positioning, and basically a new trailer that I'm getting. We're going to re-overhaul that whole thing. And then we got to recarpet everything, put new carpet stickers on, new side stickers, paint the inside, the whole 9 yards. So if y'all are interested in boat videos, we're going to be putting one of those together sooner or later. It's going to be like a 3 to 4 part episode. All right, guys, so a little tip with this knot. Most knots have one strand going through the eyelet of the hook. This knot has 2. That's one thing that makes this knot great. The second thing that makes this knot great is the tag end of the line is through the top of the knot instead of through the bottom. For those of y'all that don't know what a tag end is, it's the excess part of the line that you cut off when you're done tying your knot. Now, the fishing line I'm going to be using today is a Vicious fishing line. It's Pro Elite 100% fluorocarbon. And if y'all want to give this stuff a try, I've been using it for about 2 months now. I got with Vicious Fishing about 2 months ago, and I am ecstatic and really happy about this fishing line. It's great for moving baits, flipping, pitching, anything you want to do with it. You know, obviously certain pound tests and stuff like that will limit, you know, what you're doing, which is common sense. If you're going to use 6 pound tests for flipping, well, of course it's going to break. But as far as the line goes, I have a 25% off discount code in the description below. All you got to do is go to viciousfishing.com, and then you get you some line with a nice little hefty discount. So with that being said, we're going to get into this knot here, so stay tuned. So I'm going to start out with my 17 pound fluorocarbon from Vicious Fishing. Then I have a 4/0 XXX wide gap flipping hook from Venom Lures. It's called the Death Grip hook. So what you want to do, before I start this, for the guy that wants to say that this is a fast video or whatever, you can always rewind the video just in case you miss a step that I'm going through right here, but I'm going to try to explain this best as possible. So here we go. So you want to take your line, you want to put it through the eyelet of the hook, just like you would normally, you know, thread your line through a hook. So I hold my hook on my middle finger, right? So I'm pulling this line through, right? So you have a hefty tag end right here. So I run my fingers down the line here, and I keep it where it's separated, but it's pinched together, right? So I let this hook go, and I pull some tag line up. So what I want to do is make a loop with the tag line around my index finger right here. When I make a loop, I can actually take this tag end and make wraps around both of these lines that I pinched. Remember I was telling you there's 2 lines going through the hook? You know, the eyelet, so that way it's double reinforced. So see how it's spun? And I have this loop right here. This is the tag end loop that's on my finger. The main line is right here. So the tag end loop is on my finger, and I have this little piece of tag end right here. Well, you see how this is doubled? And there's a loop here. So this tag end piece goes through this loop. And then once the tag end piece is to the bottom loop, it goes to the top loop. And then you want to hold the tag end piece and the main line together. Then you want to wet the knot. And you see the knot here? Look at this. Perfect knot. See that? Now, the knot's in the middle of the line, right? You got your tag in and your main line. All you do is pull the main line, and then it cinches right to the hook. Look at that bad boy right there. Look at that. What makes this knot cool is it has two loops going around the inside of the hook here on the eyelet. And then, as you can see, the tag end is on the top of the knot. Now what makes that special is when you get all that pressure pulling on this line and this hook, and you have all this pressure on this hook, right? When this line is pulling and the fish is pulling in the opposite direction, all that strength is pinching this tag line even tighter to this line here. So I'm just gonna snip this back real quick, just to show y'all. Okay, so that's snipped back. Look at that. And this is the knot I like to tie for flipping and pitching. One more little secret is, you see how a flipping bullet weight can kind of just, you know, slide on its own? If y'all have never heard of a T-peg, this thing right here, these T-pegs are nice, dude. So what a T-peg is it's kind of like a bobber stop, but bobber stops usually just go into the top of this this weight here. But this T-peg actually goes through. See how it sticks up right there to the top? So with a T-peg, I like to pull it all the way through like you're supposed to. A lot of people have never heard of these T-pegs. Certain weights let you pull the T-peg all the way through. These, it basically just gets stuck in there like that, and I just cut it off. The reason I cut it off is because that's what you're supposed to do. So basically what that T-peg is doing is it's keeping your hook and your weight from sliding. So this weight can't slide, and this helps penetrate all the wood and all the cover, so that way you can get that worm straight down through there instead of it getting hung and your weight going one way and your worm going the other. So that's the reason I like to do that. And two, I just like a pegged weight. You get more contact with the bottom instead of kind of the dragging motion. This, you get like a dead end of the line here, and that's the reason I like that. Alright guys, so I'm just going to get real technical here. Now I'm just going to snip this, this piece of this T-peg out of here. And another thing about Venom's weights is that it tells you the size right here on the weight. 3/8. I like to run a 3/8 or a 5/8. That's just my preferred style. Like I was saying with that knot, guys, hopefully that wasn't too fast or too blurry for y'all. You can back it up, you know, with the rewind button for YouTube, of course. I would advise that just so you could get the knot down. And if you just ever have some spare time, just practice tying knots, man. Like I was saying, you're only as good as your knot is, man. Like, if you got a crappy knot, then you're gonna have crappy results. The bass is gonna break you off. Another reason I like running fluorocarbon is it's abrasion resistant. If you get that fluorocarbon coated crap, it's just mono with a coating over it, so that way it's abrasive, but it's still gonna break. Fluorocarbon's 100%, and it's really hard to break because it's solid. It's not mono. Mono is what stretches. And when you get a stretch, it breaks that coat open and then breaks your line. Like, I've ran this stuff over logs and stuff all day long and never have it break. And I'm not just saying that because I'm with this fishing company. This fluorocarbon in general is the best line to use other than braid. But with braid, I don't like using braid because when you get a bag in your line, you can't feel the bottom. And when you get hit with braid, when you got a sag, you won't feel it. When you get hit with this and you got a sag on the line with this fluorocarbon, you'll feel it. And especially with a tungsten weight. Tungsten gives you more feel than a regular lead weight. And the reason I don't like fishing lead weights, when you keep smacking trees with the lead weights, it closes the cone of the top of the weight, and it pinches your line and it gets cut. Now, that's another reason why you lose fish and stuff, and it gets cut. And this stuff holds up against pickerel really well too, or, you know, whatever teethy critter you want. Like, I've even caught snakehead with it. Like I was saying, this is Vicious Fishing Line and Venom Lures. So if you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps somebody. And I'm out of here.